You know, there's a bunch of other things going on in the world of movies and entertainment and stuff like that, things that we don't often have time to address in full as main topics on the show, but I want to make sure you guys are caught up to date with everything going on, so this is today's segment of the Movie News Feed. Check it out. First up, Sony Pictures has struck a deal to join its streaming service, Crackle, with Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment. The deal will merge Crackle with Popcorn Flicks and other streaming services under their new branding, Crackle Plus. How original. From Variety, CSS Entertainment will own the majority of the new company, and Sony will in turn receive $4 million 5-year warrants to purchase Class A common stock of CSS Entertainment at various price points. The companies didn't disclose any further financial details of the arrangement. Sony Pictures Television Chief Digital Officer Eric Berger, who had previously been running Crackle, is expected to leave the company once the deal closes. Sony Pictures Television Chairman Mike Hopkins and CSS Entertainment Chairman and CEO Bill Rohana both described the partnership as a way to better take advantage of the opportunity of ad-supported video. Sony will contribute Crackle's US brand, its user base, and its advertising business to the joint venture. Sony Entertainment's new media services will provide the back-end tech for the new joint venture, and Sony Pictures Television is also licensing movies and TV shows from the Sony Pictures catalog to Crackle Plus. CSS Entertainment will contribute its own ad-supported video service, Popcorn Flick, Truly, Popcorn Flicks Kids, Popcorn Flicks Comedy, Fright Picks, and Espanol Flicks, as well as the subscription video service company PivotShare. Next up, Shazam is right around the corner from its release date, and playing the movie's villain, Dr. Sivana, is Mark Strong. This, however, is Strong's second go in a DC superhero movie. Back in 2011, he played alongside Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern as Sinestro, the leader of the Green Lantern Corps, and would-be villain in a sequel that, well, never happened. From CinemaBlend, the actor is still a bit upset that the sequel to Green Lantern was never made. Strong recently lamented in an interview, "I love Sinestro because I always thought if we can really manifest that guy, I'll look for that guy as he is in the comics. That would just be insane. I love the fact that he looked the way he did, and I really enjoyed it. And it was such a shame to me that the movie didn't kick in, you know? Because I thought that part was great." If a Green Lantern sequel had happened, we almost certainly would have seen Green Lantern's greatest enemy, Sinestro, take center stage. Plans for a Green Lantern movie within the DC Cinematic Universe have been announced, but little to no information has been released about it. Mark Strong gets his second shot as a supervillain in DC in Shazam, hitting theaters on April 5th. Next up, California State Senator Connie Leva worked with SAG and AFTRA acting unions to introduce SB 564 legislation to ban the creation and dissemination of non-consensual digitally created sex scenes and nude performances. This legislation touches on two key union priorities: enhancing performers' protections when they are involved in sex scenes and their rights to their digital performances. In addition, this legislation will give Californians the right to sue a bad actor who creates deep fakes pornography or fake sex tapes. The legislation covers the use of technology to create motion pictures that depicts an individual in a realistic sex act or in the nude. Digitization includes depicting the nude body parts of another human being as being those of the individual or imposing nude body parts onto that individual. If the bill is passed, a judge may award damages for lost wages, reputational harm, and emotional harm damages. In addition, the plaintiff may elect to receive statutory damages, which a judge may set at upwards of $500,000. Next up, Broad City is coming to an end after 5 seasons on Comedy Central, and series creator and co-star Ilana Glazer has her next project lined up. From Deadline, Glazer will be starring in a horror film she co-wrote for A24 Films entitled False Positive. Pierce Brosnan, as well as Justin Theroux, will be co-starring in the film. John Lee, who co-wrote, will be directing the film, which is set to start filming April 1st in New York City. And finally, John Carpenter has had a long and successful career directing films such as Halloween, Escape from New York, Assault on Precinct 13, Big Trouble in Little China, The Fog, The Thing, Starman, and They Live. From The Hollywood Reporter, the director will be honored by the French Directors Guild with this year's Golden Coach Prize during the Directors Fortnight section in Cannes Film Festival. Martin Scorsese himself took the honor last year. Werner Herzog, Gia Janke, Jane Campion, Jim Jarmusch, Clint Eastwood, and Alain Resnassis are among the other directors honored since the prize was created in 2002. This year's Cannes Film Festival runs from May 14th to the 25th. And that'll do it for this installment of the Movie News Feed.